think you guys should be able to hear. Yeah, okay. How did it play out yesterday, right? A rejection off the previous day high, great, right? You never got a bounce under the pre-market low. They did break beneath it, retest it with these green candles, upper wicks, and then sold it to the downside. But new day. So let's mark the previous day low, previous day high, pre-market low, pre-market high. This is CPI? No, this is yesterday. No, this is yesterday. This is CPI. Alright, so that's the CPI high. Like, we're seeing that on Meta. I feel like we see that elsewhere. SPY, Qs. Okay, you got previous day or below right here. Green candle pullback, CVC short. Just be careful off of the PPI data. Don't force it. Breaking base below pre-market low. Let's watch these 767.5, 765 puts. Bounce off the pre-market low, 780, 785 calls, okay? Breaking base above the pre-market high. Let's watch the 790, 792.5 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high. Let's watch 777.5 and 775 puts, okay? Okay, this is getting posted into the watch list channel. I don't know, YouTube Studio is weird. Let me see if I can get my stream up. Oh, is this the problem? There it is. Sweet. Okay, I got the studio back. Yo, good morning, YouTube chat. What's up, Keaton, Coolchi, Maria, good morning. AB, King Fatal, what's up, brother? Andrew, good morning. House of Stacks, good morning. Okay, this is getting posted in the watch list channel. Today is August 14th, and this is Meta. Okay, there's Meta. Yo, what's up, Ali? What's up, Augie? Smith, good morning. All right, let's go to NVIDIA now. Chart it out pretty quick. Previous day high, previous day low, pre-market low, pre-market high. Yo, what's up, Andre? What's up, T? All right, so let's say breaking base above pre-market high. Let's watch the 185, 187.5 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high, 180, 177.5 puts, okay? Breaking base below the previous day low, 177.5, 175 puts. Bounce off the previous day low, 180, 182.5 calls, okay? Okay, move into Tesla now. Previous day high, previous day low, pre-market low, pre-market high. Good rule of thumb, trading this momentum, watch your 2-minute candle by candle method. It flipped there right at 23,830 and it's popped up 20 points. Breaking base above the pre-market high. Let's watch the 345, 347.5 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high. 340, 337.5 puts. Breaking base below the pre-market low. Let's watch 332.5, 330 puts. And bounce off the pre-market low. 340, 342.5 calls. Okay, let's move to SPY now. Clear the set. Well, how did it play out? Right, reject off the pre-market high. Try to break in base, failed at it. Swept to the downside. Popped up, 20 EMA rejection, sold to previous day high there. Right, then bounced on it. Right, breaking base beneath it or a bounce. You don't see a close beneath the previous day high. Good signal there. Good risk to reward as well. Okay, I'm short NQ. 10-minute candle high risk area. Okay, let's clear SPY. Chart it out. Remember, don't shadow trade me. That's not why you're here. Okay, previous day low, previous day high. Kind of front running that 2-minute flip. It's got to close under 38 though. It doesn't look like it's going to. Might stop. See, I knew I should have waited. I'm stopped. Thank you. 2-minute CBC. I thought it was going to flip, but again, rushing it, right? This might be the beginning of that push to the PPI open and then where they drop it. How big is that? Oh, it's not large. Oh, yeah, that's funny. All right, let's get this pivot. Two-minute EMA rejection. Let's say breaking base below pre-market low. Let's watch the 640, 639 puts. Bounce off the pre-market low. 644, 645 calls, okay? Let's say breaking base above the pre-market high. 647, 648 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high. 643, 642 puts, okay? Let's bump up to the hourly real quick for the directional analysis. Actually, let me go back to the 10. I want that CPI high from pre-market. Right. And we're not too far from it, but I'd like to see us push up a little more before we go lower. All right, and that is August 11th, Hive Day. $642, $638, maybe one more. August 8th, Hive Day. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Just keeping it simple. Damn, that was a clean rejection. Too early on the short though. See if the 2-minute wants to flip. Oh shit, dude, this alert never went out. My bad, guys. Okay, let's get SPY directional analysis typed out. SPY directional analysis. Longs, aiming to defend the... See if the CBC flips on the lower time frame. Again, we are getting close to the open though. Aiming to defend the pre-market low 641.39 in order to push above the previous day low 642.68. Over this, they target 643.73, pre-market high 645.21, and the previous day high 646.19. Shorts, aiming to defend the pre-market high 645.21 in order to push below the pre-market low 641.39. Damn it. Below this, they target 640.11, 638.97, and 637.64. Okay. All right, sweet. So the SPY directional analysis is now posted. All I ask is that you guys leave a like showing support for the directional analysis. I post this every single morning for free, giving traders insight as to where buyers and sellers potentially are for today's intraday market. So when I get back, let's chart out futures, ES and Q, big contracts to watch prior to the market open, as well as get through our warm-up. So I'll see you guys in just a few. All right, I'm back. Okay, I tried another short. I feel like again it's forcing down here, but I do think that I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of a bias, but I feel like we just sell off this CPI kind of trend. Now, I'm not saying to the CPI lows or that low of day, but um, maybe I'm being a little too eager, right? Because I think possibly on the 10-minute, we might look for another, 10-minute EMA interaction before we start to sell off. Now, the PPI high is right here, 645 pretty much. Um, so you could see a push up to that. Now, NQ, it was the only one that hit it last time. ES did not. So, don't hold a bias towards achieving those targets. All right. But let's pull up ES. Let's chart it out real quick. It's 9:08. Got a few minutes till the market opens. May just cut this short here soon just to have a fresh thought process going into the open. Okay, session high, session low. Let's get the lower here. There is the lower below and the lower high. One second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay, then we got session high. Previous day low. I'm gonna mark that like buyer's bid. Micro higher high pivot. So the pivot there. Mm. Okay, there's ES 10-minute. Let's go to NQ. Okay, clear the set. Session high. Session low. Lower below. Lower high. Mm. Okay, we got previous day or below right here. See, like NQ's already hit the CPI high. CPI open is here. Okay. Okay, there's NQ 10-minute. Let's get SPY back up here. Can you guys hear those rings? Like a phone ring? Like an old one? No ring? Okay. Yeah, again, I'm forcing this, and I know that typically the momentum stops going into 9 a.m. I feel like we're gonna bounce here. It'd have to be confirmed by a CBC flip, but just to be safe, I want to be flat going into the open. I don't want to have any kind of onset bias. So I'm gonna just cut it here. Just a small tag for me. Unnecessary, forcing those trades, knowing that at 9 a.m. typically we start to see a turnaround, right? And then PPI open, sells off, low volume, going into the open, they want to cover, take some profit. They probably have a lower high ask set, over 644 if I had to imagine, but that has to be confirmed by the price action, of course. Okay, but we're back on SPY. Let's do a little warm up here, okay, so that we don't forget what we should be focusing on today, okay? So I showed you here, right? CBC flip short. Go to the 2-minute chart. Where are your entries? You can use this on SPY, SPX, ES, whatever you're trading. But 10-minute CBC flips, 2-minute EMA cross and retest, rejection, rejection, rejection. Nice moves. Then it starts to get a little choppy here, right? Where your EMAs are coiled. Let's go view that on our 10-minute chart. Okay, and what's happening here? When your EMAs on your lower time frame are coiled, it doesn't always mean reversal, right? You could see some profit taking, just some trade management from larger participants. So CBC flips long, red candle pullback. You know that you don't have a higher low and the EMAs are opposing your current trade sentiment because you're, looking at a long. So what do? Right? You can buy red candle pullbacks, but you have to take profit quickly, right? Scaling off the 9 EMA, scaling out the 20 EMA, trailing the stop loss, all right? Because then what happens here? CBC flips bearish. Now, of course, that means you short green candles or confirm with your 2-minute chart, okay? 10-minute CBC flips, 2-minute EMA cross and retest, 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 and retest, and all of those break a micro or intraday, actually, lower low, right? So let's say, hey, you pay attention to the CBC flip, you short green, breaks low a day, that's 7 points on ES. Can't complain about $350 per contract, okay? And then what do you start to see here on the 10-minute? You start to see that, hey, no candles are closing beneath this low day with strength. But if for a reversal to occur, right, We need a higher low. So this is where some traders get tripped up, right? They see the CBC flip long. Maybe they try to buy a red candle here, but then they get stopped out, right? Then they get stopped out. Unfortunate. Okay? But then CBC flips short. Maybe they short a green candle. They get stopped out. You know, I mean, we have to be able to pick and choose our battles here. Understanding that, hey, there was no strong candles closing beneath the low of day. You have coiled EMAs on the 2-minute. You're not seeing lower lows, and you experience a higher low off the CBC flip. It might be tough if you're, over trading or, just trying to hit every inflection in the market, but you can't deviate from the strategy, right? Because then what happens? 10-minute CBC flips bullish. Go to the 2-minute chart, right? EMAs are bullish, cross, retest. They give you VWAP. Fat knife right there, right? Very tough. I mean, you're either going to get liquidated or you only have runners to where it's not affecting you so much, right? But the EMAs are reclaimed with the 2-minute CBC, right? 2-minute CBC and 2-minute EMAs gives you micro higher high, pops up, rejects, goes to the 2-minute EMAs again, right? Popped up for a higher high, 6-7 points or so, all right? This 2-minute EMA interaction, did it sell off 50 cents? It did not, right? Your 5-point stop loss would be down here. It's not hit. You stay in the trade. It breaks for a push for a higher high at the close, 8 points to the upside. Okay. So, let's focus on 10-minute CBC. I don't want to, deviate saying, oh, this might happen. This, whatever is going to occur, we can use CBC, utilizing it to find ourselves in higher probability and lower risk setups. Okay, I've taken a couple tags this morning, just little paper cuts for me, nothing crazy. It's not, going to affect my day going into the open. I think mainly these paper cuts are just reminding me where to find my ideal entry. So like looking at NQ here this morning, it's early, I'm still a little tired, but looking at NQ here this morning, where did I go short? Right, I went short like here, right? Stopped out. Where did I stop out? Into the EMAs, right? Again, I took another short. Where? Right here. Where did I stop out? Going into the EMAs, right? So, I have just something to keep me sharp this morning, right? I know that I should be trading within the EMAs, whether it's 2-minute or 3-minute. And then with that notion, I should be very patient, waiting if anything else is being, I would say proposed to me, right? So like, hey, this is a rejection off the EMA. I didn't get it in the EMA. I'm justifying it, right? Because I see the rejection and I have a little FOMO. I pay the price. Same thing goes here, right? Where I stopped out is where I should have entered, which tells me, I got to work on my tempo a little bit this morning. But still looking forward to another great day. We've had a good week so far. And today's not going to change that. So make sure you adjust your pre-market levels if they have been broken. Nvidia broke. Tesla also broke. All right, I'm gonna join up Spaces. I'll join up in a minute. We can get through some more warm-up. But looking at today's price action, right, like if they maintain CBC and I see weakness through the pre-market low, like I think the CPI high from pre-market on SPY is a fantastic target. It's also the whole dollar psych at 640. No guarantees, of course. Our intraday price action should confirm this, but as of right now, I see 10-minute CBC bearish, 2-minute EMAs bearish, and price below VWAP. So for me to change that sentiment, right, we could see a higher low off of the session low, pre-market low today, but even if there is a higher low, I need that CBC flip, right? So like just like yesterday right here, it pushes up, comes down, doesn't breach the low, so that means that this is a higher low, and they give the higher high. Higher lows under VWAP give you a high probability of retesting said VWAP, right? So just be patient today, guys. Also, right now, I know I've gone through a little bit of my warm-up, but I need you guys to visualize what setup you aim to take today, right? Whether it be 10-minute CBC, orb liquidity sweeps, breaking base, whatever it may be, I need you to really focus right now and tell yourself what setup you will trade today. Yeah. Oh, thank you, pal. Okay, let's see here. Where's the music at, dude? Yo, can you guys hear that in the chat? In Discord? Okay, sweet. Just making sure. Oh, excuse me. Possibly, KT. Wonder how the intraday momentum plays out. Yo, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm looking today. I mean, I wonder if SPY, gives up more of that CPI pop from a couple days ago. CPI high from pre-market was 640.11, so I wonder if we come down, sweep that, if CBC maintains and lower time frame EMAs are bearish. But typically what I see is the same thing um, that we experience on CPI, right? So we'd sold off PPI high this morning, or from the open is 645. Typically, I see a higher low CBC flip in this area pushing up, right? Just because this short move isn't supported by large volume in pre-market, and then the next wave of sellers steps in after the market is open, maybe close to PPI open if they want a deeper lower high 10-minute 20 EMA area. But I'm just going to be patient, right? Reactive to the market, not predicting it. So let's make it happen today, guys. Okay. Lock in, guys. Lock in. After trading today, probably finish up my yard, bro. Oh, actually, I got a haircut to go to as well. Gotta get that boosie fade. But no golf yet. I think I'm gonna give golf, another month or so. It's just, I don't know. I hate to complain about the heat. I live in Florida, but dude, it's just not even worth it, man. You can? That's what I was wondering. I was like, why? You guys can hear my music then. Okay, what about now? We're gone now? Okay, thanks. I'm on the Atlantic side. I'm in the city still. I'm still here, dog. Here's a CBC flip long. It's got to close above the previous candle high here at 9:30. If it does, I feel like we see that push up to PPI open. Maybe at least VWAP 85. Over 85 VWAP. You got the London orb range. It's very tight between 911 to 928. PPI open 950 area. Guys, don't shadow trade me, alright? By myself, dog. I don't have a red candle pullback here. Candle. NQ long scalp. SPY 646, hero 0. Call. Fuck yeah. 25 point gain NQ, sold half. $500 per contract. Here's VWAP coming up. I know it's early for a Hero Zero. $61.8 fib goes to the bill breaker. 23,900. Be careful for the EMA interaction here. Here's VWAP right here, NQ. Scale and trail if you haven't already. Thank you, sir. We'll see if we can get the bill breaker at 23,900. Lines up with the 61.8 fib from pre-market high to pre-market low. Be careful, it is still the open. Very fresh off of it. Here we go. Let's get the bill breaker. 5 points away from it. Beautiful. Bingo, baby. 50-point gain NQ. It's a $1,000 bill. Make sure you manage this, please. Fuck yes, dude. Dude, I got so much hate for posting that. Like, buying longs on red candles and shorting green ones. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude. People hated it so much. But it's just like, what's the the opposing thesis, right? Just chase every fucking candle? I don't know. Yeah, because I mean, logically that's a pullback, right? I mean, CBC flipped bullish there, 920, right? And then, oh, definitely, definitely. And now it's not going to work out every time, but, trading is all about probability, right? And we can heighten or increase our probability of winning by trading pullbacks, right? A lot of traders don't know what a pullback is, though. Oh, yeah. Right now, so I know out there's a listener, he just went long right now. Maybe he gets paid, but again, I think consistently in the long run, that's going to force and create bad habits, right? Yeah, 100%. 40% gain. SPY calls, hero 0, I sold half. Oh, baby. No, I wasn't concerned with the 10-minute EMAs. Like, I know that those are a hurdle, but CBC's bullish. I bought a red candle. I have higher probability, lower risk. Yeah. 100%. I mean, like, right off the open, like, it popped up to, like, 966 or so. Like, what was it? The actual high was actually, where are we at? Yeah, it went to, like, oh, I mean, my bad. Off the open, it was like 860, almost 870, right? So, like, that's a green candle off the open. Traders are going to be euphoric about that. I got an entry off of 50, but a trader who buys in at let's just say 65, and it sells off at the low of this open candle to 41, they're going to panic sell, right? And how many times do traders FOMO buy a green candle, stop out on a red candle, and then watch the market move in their favor direction, right? You just have to flip where you're stopping out and actually take the entry there. You know, it takes a long time to practice that, though. You have to review nightly. I recommend at least an hour a day. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, like, I was looking at, let me see if I can go to the daily, or not, excuse me, the yearly here on, let's just say AMD, for example, right? AMD was red because we opened at 121.5 area this year and it sold off to 80. Any buys when the candle was red on the yearly candle or yearly chart for AMD was an amazing dip buy. Where traders are experiencing a lot of fear and indecision, that's where experienced traders are scooping up shares for their long term or whatever trade they're looking at, right? Look at those $100 ads, $110 ads, even a little bit late, but still buying a red candle off the yearly, you'd be up, 70, 80% on equities. Oh, that that's the bottom signal, right? I mean, I love using like CNN Fear and Greed Index, like that. It's so good. Yeah. Yep. Once you start seeing, 2008 charts and people panicking, that's the time to buy. Red candle pullback here. We're over the golden zone. We did close above the London orb blow slightly, but is it a sweep? We'll see. Excuse me. Look, like, what have you bought red right there? It's not a massive move, but at least it gives you a de-risk. Excuse me, guys. There you go, Holy Sus. Nice work, bro. The perfect example again. That 10-minute candle was red, sold off to 900. I think entry maybe 905. I'm not gonna, explain bottoms or expect bottoms, right? But that was a nice 15, 20 point pop. Nice de-risk. Doesn't mean the trade's over, but I think if we can maintain above the London or below 911, at least closing a candle above it, we see a sweep up to 928. Potentially that PPI open and then maybe some selling, but price action will confirm that for me. Yep, yeah, I am live. I'm live on the Wolf Trading X YouTube channel right now. You can see all my entries, exits, wins, and losses. Again, just like Jordan said, I'm not here for you to shadow trade or to copy my trades. I'm here to show you my process. I've taught thousands of traders at this point and have, seen and met so many profitable traders just from our strategies that we teach here on Space. Yeah, I'll get the link pinned at the top real quick. Oh, red candles. Look at the red candles, bro. Yo, if you bought red, sell green. There's that London orb high sweep to 928. Yo, what happened? Ride or die. 75 point gain NQ, $1,500 bill. I want that PPI open. This is typically what we see every CPI, PPI. Sell off or rip up. Market opens, retraces back to that open point from 830. It hit 648. One out of the money. Two, Rod. You know, dude, you get so many people. I trade 5 minis. I trade 7 minis, bro. Those people, bro, I would love to see their credit card statement. I would love to see it. I bet they got that shit memorized because they're buying so many fucking evals. Take it slow, man. If I can make a shit ton of money every day just trading 2 minis and then jumping from one account to the next, what's the point of trading 5 or 7 or you know what I mean? What's the point? Mike, don't tell me that, bro. You degenin'? You know that shit by heart. Not just a CVV. You know all 16 digits, brother. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. All 5 of them. Whoa. That's crazy. I don't even know one of mine. I used to. Excuse me. Bro, I told y'all, if you bought red, like I said, 905, and you could sell green here, you'd be up 25 points. That's $500 per contract. Excuse me. Dude, you know, I was trying to rent one time, and I was like filling out applications, and dude was like, you know, everything looks good, but why do you only have 4 credit cards? And I was like, damn, I'm some fucking third-rate citizen because I don't have more than 5 credit cards. Are you for real right now? You're tripping, bro. But now I do have like 20. And guys, don't buy. Come on, don't be fucking dumb with these, all right? Put your light bill on 1. Done. Put your gas on 1. Done. Internet bill on 1. Done. You need some fucking data. Look at that 100-point gain on fucking NQ, bitch. You need some data for Weeble. Put it on a credit card. Don't touch it. Don't spend anything else. 100-point gain NQ, baby. $2,000 bill. Oh, the Hero Zeros are up fat 69%. 69%. You know what time it is? It's time for Oh Sheila. It's time for Oh Sheila, baby. Turn that shit up. Mm. 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 Pump it, baby. Mm. Mm. Hey, we gotta, Coolchi, we gotta run this thing dry, brother, until it burns out. All right, I'm gonna say it again. The shorts are probably annoyed by this, but if you bought red, sell green, baby. You're up fat. Almost 100% gain on the Hero Zeros. Oh, Sheila. All right, 50% scaling stop hit. Quarter position only on the Hero Zeros. I scaled a little. Right there, that is the PPI open that we just rejected off of on NQ. We haven't quite hit it on SPY, but if I remember a couple days back on CPI, SPY did not retest the CPI open as well before it ripped up. So you could see a stronger lower high here on ES or SPY. How do you know? Kay says, how do you know and have the confidence to buy red or green without knowing market direction? Guys, let me pause Oshila because I can't miss it. Okay? It's not about knowing market direction, right? Nobody knows market direction. Excuse me. Nobody knows market direction, but we know probability, right? And if my CBC flips bullish here, hold on. Scaling stop hit, 75-point gain, NQ all out. Not bad, 1,500 bucks. Okay. Oh shit, what's going on here? Sorry, and then this gives me high probability that we're gonna push to the upside, right? CBC green, and all I have to do is inverse that CBC. So if CBC is green, I'm gonna buy red candles, right? You could have had an entry there at 50 like I did, and pushes up to our targets here, right? PPI open, London or VWAP, etc. You name it. Now, I should have won on those shorts earlier this morning because CBC was red, and I should have shorted green candles in the 40s and 50s because they did give scales down for like 20, almost 30 points. My entries were on red candles. I was chasing the price action, and I paid for it, right? And it's not about, the problem is traders think confidence means that you're going to win every single time. That's not confidence. Confidence is knowing that, hey, I'm going to take this trade. I'm going to have a certain amount of risk. If I lose this trade, I'm confident that, this is not going to liquidate me as a trader or ruin my day, right? Because this should be something consistent. Let's say you risk 10, 20 points on NQ. You know that that's your risk. You know that you're at a probability of losing that money. But by accepting that risk, it should mean nothing to you, right? I go into every trade expecting to lose. Look at that red candle buy, bro. 2-minute EMA pullback also. Yes, long-term direction is up for sure, but intraday, we're day trading. It's a little different. All right, back to Sheila. Nice work. Rod, he said little $300 profit. Now, I don't want you to be negative about it. $300 in 27 minutes is really good money, you know. If you went and told, let's just say customer service, like food worker, that you made $300 in 27 minutes, it would be like that scene from Wolf of Wall Street, right? Dude quit his job on the spot, smoke crack with you in the alley. That's what would happen. PLTZ just going? Oh yeah. Jesse, that's the problem, man. You have I think you have a dog bite analogy going on with your trading or your outlook on the market, right? Like, you don't be negative. You know what I mean? Don't speak with a negative connotation. Yeah, it could be negative 300, but you'll never make $300 in less than 30 minutes with that mindset. That's a fearful mindset, a fearful pretense. We lose. It happens. I took 2 losing trades this morning. Does that scare me away from the market? No, I take a hero zero, nail it. I make or I don't make it, but it pushes for 100 points on our longs and NQ. Had I not accepted maybe a $1,000 loss, we wouldn't have been able to push up 100 points. Jesse says, I try not to lose before I try to win. Impossible, bro. Fucking possible. That's, you're looking for a perfect reality in trading where you're never going to lose, and that doesn't happen. Your favorite traders, your biggest hedge funds, your most favorite investors, whatever it is, have all been in drawdown, have all lost massively at some point. All right, I'm gonna stop the conversation here because I don't know. I don't think it's getting through to you. Jesse, I don't know, bro. You're saying you made 200K on one Nvidia trade this year, but you're worried about losing $300. That doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, chat. How you make 200K on one Nvidia trade, but you scared to lose $300? Make it make sense. Bro, I was listening to this Prince song. What was it? Controversy? Bro, that shit was fire. Here we go. That's what's going on. Mm, 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 mm. No, it's not, bro. Neg. Dude, that is the biggest fumble of my life. I bought my PC, like, I think like 4 years ago from Neg. It was like, I don't know, $10, $15 mid cap name. I just pulled it up. It's 120 right now. What the fuck? Damn, that is disgusting. It did go to $3. Martha says, Maple, I started listening to you on Monday and I have made over $1,000 each day. Amazing. Keep it up. Much love, Martha. Keep winning, okay? Oh, I got you. So right here, the codes, right? This is Apex, of course. This is Top 1 Futures. This is Tradeify. This is My Funded Futures. And then my favorite, this is Take Profit Trader right here. TPT. Right now, you guys can get 40% off, no funded fee when you pass, as well as getting your eval fees refunded to you once you take a payout on your funded account. Here's the link in the chat for the promo. Take advantage of it. It ends on Sunday, I believe. Controversy. I think it gets it's a refund into your wallet. You know what I mean? So it'll be like, yeah, not to your bank, right, but to your wallet in your TPT account. Come on, Spy. Yo, what's up, Spring? What are my predictions for SPY? I don't have any predictions, just probabilities that may play out. I think maybe if SPY pushes up to the PPI open, we see a bit more rejection, just like what we're experiencing on NQ. I think NQ could push a little higher since ES wants to try to drive to that supply. But again, sellers could step in with a lower high here, so manage your trade appropriately. But that would just be a textbook CPI or PPI playbook. We're seeing a bit of a weakness here on NQ with a potential of a lower high. But if ES can close above 479.5, the London orb low, we likely sweep up to the orb high. It's only 50 cents higher on SPY, 5 points ES. Kayla says, after I pass the eval, do I still need to trade 300 to 700 to get the buffer? Can I get it one day? There's in the pro account and the funded, there's no consistency rule. There's also the opportunity of daily payouts. You can get it all in one day, but I don't recommend that you do that. If you're passing evals, making 300 to 700 a day, continue to do that on your funded so that you're not changing up your strategy. Now, of course, if you have a trade that just runs, like our 100 pointer this morning, fantastic, right? Take advantage of that, but don't force that push over the buffer. That's how you're gonna blow up every time. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Kulchi. I appreciate that reminder. We do have 30 orbs set. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Guys, there's 43 likes, 170 viewers right now on the YouTube stream. If we get up to 100 likes, I'll give away 2 spots to the Discord for 1 month. So let's see if we can get up there. Yeah, there's that live trailing through the buffer. Yep. The buffer on a 25K is 1500. The buffer on a 50K is 2000. If you bought red, de-risk a little green here. Oh, for sure, abstract. For sure, brother. See, they're like showing some weakness up here. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Doji method too. Oh, I don't like that. The candle just closed. I didn't realize. 30 orbs stuck too. Yo, what's up, Markets Geek? From the UAE, brother. Bro, are those Dubai chocolate? Is that shit? Is that good? High risk scalp here. NQ long, 2-minute EMA risk. High risk there. Excuse me. I'm just concerned with the 30 orb set already this morning. Don't shadow me, guys, okay? This is super risky. Just because with the orb set, you could see sellers take over this kind of leg. Habibi, bro, yes. Dude, I do want to check it out. I think it'd be... I was a hater on Dubai for a while, but you gotta experience everything, man. You got one life. You know, I was like, dude, that looks crazy. The chocolate, you know, like it's all pistachio green inside and chocolate. I was like, dude, why would that even be good? But then I think about it, like peanut M&Ms, right? Snickers with peanuts. You know what I mean? Like we already do that here, but they got a nicer quality nut, bro. Pistachios? Come on. Pistachios? The best. Might get stopped. We'll see if they want to hold these EMAs. What did I do, man? If CBC flips, I'll look to short green candles. I feel like now this is the short turnaround if they confirm it, just because of the PPI open rejection. But I have to have confirmation. Meta pre-market high fake out breakout again, dude. Wow. Now, and I don't want to confuse any of the listeners. I'm not saying to go short or alluding to a short, right? I have to have confirmation. I'm an if this then that trader. Right now, there's no short confirmation to go short, so that's why I'm still holding my longs. I'd love to just see a rippy though. That would be nuts. Exactly, K Rabby. Oh, excuse me. As I'm saying, the 2-minute EMA, 3-minute EMAs look good for a dip. They lined up with a red candle pullback. If you bought red, you can de-risk green a little here. Yo, what's up, Willie? I need some water, bro. Yo, do you guys have like you guys have this problem too, man? Like, hold on. Where's a water bottle at? Okay, so like, does anyone else have this problem? Let me see. Okay, so like water bottles, right? We all drink them, I hope. But like, where's the point where you guys stop drinking the bottle, right? Where like the bottles just start accumulating on your counter or your garage or maybe in your bedroom. For me, like, I don't know why, dude, but like I typically like I stopped drinking it like right here. What about you guys? So what is that? I'll say at level two. Level two, for some reason, it just habitually it stops being acquired. And I don't do that in all the bottles, but it was weird though to see that. Dude, I do have a hydro flask, but at the house I'm just drinking bottles of water. Yeah, I either water the plants. I don't have house plants inside because, dude, Florida is crazy. The gnats bother the fuck out of me. Or my dogs. Hey, sound like a broken record. Buy red. Buy red, sell green. Dude, I know water bottles are bad. I get it, y'all. I get it. Don't worry, I got the stainless steel pots and pans and no more nonstick, and But it's hard for me to give up the convenient water bottle. No, I mean I recycle, but I don't know if that's actually any good. Guys, what's the downside on the microplastic? Like, did we just get dementia earlier? What's the downside on it? Bro, don't day trader, don't even, bro. Zephyr Hills is fire. What's the alternative? Drink Dasani or Pure Life? The Zephyr Hills is a banger. Hey. Rippy, baby. Oh my Lanta. What the fuck? Alright, holy shit. Let's go, baby. 27 points. Give me 30. Alright, 20-point gain NQ, sold half, $400 per contract. If you faded me, you dead. Love it, bro. Nice. $85% here on the Hero Zeros. Let's go to that PPI open. We're pretty close to it, so make sure you have a trailing stop loss and, set in profit here. Excuse me. Plastic in your nutsack. What the fuck? Dude, I saw that. It was like they're finding plastic, in your balls. Like, what is that what does that mean? Is it bad? What are the cons? What's the downside to it? We're too early to know? Fuck, bro. Dude, we're fucked. That's what I'm saying. If it's in the air, right? I saw like AC, or my wife was telling me about like AC units. They give off like so much microplastic, especially in your car. Just embrace it, bro. Right? Be like Bane. We were born in the microplastic. All right? It's okay. We were fucking born in it, bro. Yeah, dude, soda cans, people think, oh, it's aluminum. No, bro, I seen them, like, dissolve the whole can, and there's a little plastic liner in there. What the fuck? Bro, what didn't we do, Zid? Bro, I used to get the 10 millimeters fucking socket, bro. Get you a Hawaiian punch, cut the top off, get you a mixing bowl. I'm fucking Dexter Laboratory, brother. We this is Bill Nye. We doing a science experiment. Diddy. Gord. Fucking Gord. I'm saying, man, 2025, we can't even enjoy anything anymore, bro. We can't even enjoy shit. Oh, you like your $5 meal deal from fucking McDonald's? You're gonna get cancer, okay? Oh, you like AC in your house? Dementia. Oh, you like that water bottle? Microplastics in your balls, right? Like it's we can't enjoy shit. Dude, for real though, man. You know, we're just like a bunch of little lizards, dude. Yeah, you like going outside? Cancer. You look like a fucking leather bag by the age of 32. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm a dad, right? Like, it's a conscious thing. Like, is recycling real, bro? Is this shit real? Because it doesn't make sense, right? Like, so we accumulate this plastic, and then we spend all this energy and money to melt the plastic, which is not release. I mean, that's got to release some kind of bad shit into the air, more microplastics in your balls, and then they turn it into more plastic for people to just throw away or eat or consume. We're doomed, bro. Yeah, exactly. Sunscreen causes cancer, but the sun also causes cancer. Fuck. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, I recycle. You know, side note, I got beef with my fucking garbage man, dude. I don't even know what he looks like. We never exchange words, but, you know, someone walking by must have thrown some shit, some garbage in my yard waste. Okay? And then I'm like, oh, well, I got all these fucking palm fronds and grass and whatever, dude, to be thrown away. It needs to go. And I go out there. It's the next, or later that evening, and I see all this garbage in the road, bro. And my garbage wasn't taken, my leaf litter or whatever, yard waste. And I said, what the fuck? I said, what kind of garbage man, right, sees that there's garbage in there and then just throws the shit on the road? Right? Your job's supposed to be doing the opposite. You're not supposed to be like, you're supposed to be collecting garbage, not dispersing it into the universe. Okay? So I got beef with him. He's super picky about garbage. I've never met a more OCD garbage man in my life. Well, I've never met him in the first place, but we have a relationship through my garbage can, pretty much, and it's not a good one. Dude, the bricks were fine. He was like, okay, I'll take the bricks. But someone threw some garbage in there. Like some McDonald's or whatever. Yeah, dude. You know, and then I'm like, do I really want to beef with the garbage man? Not really, not worth it. Bro, like this is what the fuck I'm talking about. This dude said I shorted the shit out of that at 9:55. Okay, so 9:55 he took a short. All right, so this candle, maybe he got, you know what, 20 points, 30 points, right? But now you're dead. Now you're fucking dead. That's what I need to do, Buck, right? I just need to be positive. It's hard for me though, man. I'm a spiteful, angry, short man. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's just better for me to just be alone, right? Don't even fuck with him. He don't even deserve my Gatorade. Why? So he could disperse more garbage. For real, Ania. Hey, exactly. What happened to him, Kochi? What happened to him? No, I'm joking. For sure. I mean, like, I didn't even do anything to the guy, right? He's just angry. So maybe I'll listen to your advice, Buck. Go get him a little. I'm not gonna buy him Gatorade. That's the premium shit. He can get Powerade, right? We'll give him some Powerade. Yeah, Sam's Club. Okay. Members Mark, motherfucker. She gonna be all powdery tasting. Hey, someone said they shorted the shit out of us. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Look at Wex, brother. Dude, that's the problem. I'm a dad, dude. I got now. I think back. You know, when I bought my pistol last year, I was looking. He said, I recommend this. Dude pulled out the M17, right, a P320, and I was like, dude, this is fucking badass. Now I'm like, dude, that guy fucked me pretty much. He's trying to kill me. Hey, 50-point gain NQ, manage your shit. $1,000 bill. Bro, at Academy. Fucking Academy, dude. Trying to kill me. 50-point gain NQ, manage your trade, baby. Because they sold me the P320, bro. I also got a P365 XL, which is fire. Yeah, so that one's gonna go in the safe. Florida's got like no tax season on firearms and shit, so I'm about to go pick up a G19 and probably a little shoddy too. Which I mean, like, what am I waiting for? Save $100 on both of those total. But shit, you could buy ammo with it. I always buy 2 minis, market. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't get me wrong. Like maybe I won't have an issue with the M17 just because it's one of the newer generations. But again, that risk of carrying it hot is just it's just not worth it. You know. Bro, Jimmy, I really appreciate your insight, but brother, I can't. How could I give it up? I'm in Florida, man. It's either it's either you got one or you get got. You got one or you get got. Oh, where are you from? Australia? I love that, man. Dude, I really want to get an SBR though. That would be fucking sick. That or fucking I want to bring it back Modern Warfare 2 days. Dude, Australia is beautiful, man. I gotta go check it out. Dude, I don't want a pump shot. I want a semi-automatic one, but what was it? It was like what is that? M4 Benelli? I don't know. What was it? It was like a couple racks though. How much is it? No, 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 no. Dude, I live like right across the street from the beach. Super safe area, but if I'm out there fishing or if I'm out there hiking, I'm not about to just sit there and yo, I'm anti-gun, bro. I'm good. Don't hurt me. You think how's that gonna fly, dude? I was hiking one time out there in the jungle, bro. Okay, and it's not even like I'm not even worried about people so much. Like you got the gators, okay? You got dogs and gators. My dogs, I walk. I showed y'all a gator. It was right there next to the walking trail. But bro, I was hiking, and some crazies live in the fucking hiking trails and the bush out here in Florida. And dude was like spray painting rape snake everywhere. I said, shit, I ain't fucking with no rape snake, dude. You're gonna get got. Okay? Trust. Yo, guys, it doesn't. Let's not. It's not a gun debate. I don't want y'all to go against each other, right? We're all here to make money and have a good time. We're just talking. You know, there are certain areas where it is more beneficial, right? Like we are humans. Realistically, we're not all supposed to be living so close to each other and in such a tight, kind of tight dispersion, you know what I mean? So of course there's gonna be issues, guns or not, right? We all fucking hate each other. So, let's not hate each other on the YouTube chat or the Discord chat, right? We're all fam here. But no matter what, guns or not, you know, we're going to fuck each other up. It's a sad reality, man. That's what I'm saying, Robbie. Dude, that I saw that, bro. Safety off right there. Chilling, walking. No, he didn't, you know. Guns and House of Stacks, welcome. Today we're talking about guns and microplastics. Yesterday we're talking about Prince and Ready for the World, right? Oh Sheila. You never know what you're gonna get except for profit each and every single day. Look at Martha B. $1,146 again today. Now to tennis. That sounds amazing. I need to get back on some tennis. Cersei, we gotta do a doubles match, bro. We gotta do a doubles match. Now I'm ass. Super ass. I can't serve, but I got that hustle in me, dog. I will throw up out there to get that ball. No, I don't scale in. It's like a sniper, bro. Take the fucking shot, right? Does a sniper get a second shot? No. No, unless it's a double tap, right? I just fucking punch it right there. Dude, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, I'm not even a good tennis player, but when I see people playing pickleball, I'm like, look at these motherfuckers enjoying their life. Look at these motherfuckers having fun when they could just be playing tennis. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I gotta get some fish in it. Oh! Spy Hero Zero, why do we do this every day? Yo, Spy Hero Zero's up fat right now. 120%. Make sure you guys scale and trail, please. We just hit the PPI open. That's my target. I'm going to sell down to the runners here. 120% gain on the 646 calls. That's what I'm saying, man. They're taking over the court. Y'all go play in the road or something. Okay? You're too new of a sport. You don't deserve the court. Go play in the road. Yo, who is that? Yo, House of Stacks, YouTube chat. How are we trading today? One's in the chat if you're green, two's if you're red, zero, no trades or break even. YouTube chat, where you at? One's in the chat if you're green, two's red, zero, no trades, break even. I'm gonna tell Spaces 2. Look at the 2-minute chart today, 3-minute chart today, banger. Yo, Spaces, I'm gonna do a little hour into the open roll call. How's everyone trading today? One's in the chat if you're green, two's red, zero, no trades or break even. I want to see how you guys are doing today. All you have to do is reply to the space. One's in the chat if you're green, two's red, zero, no trades, break even. Look at all these ones, man. Shit. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, no. What'd you do? Why you say disconnected? Are we still live? Streamlabs is good? Yeah. I don't know. Guys, on YouTube chat, you only need 27 more likes to get 2 free 1-month memberships in the House of Stacks. I've already given away 2 at the beginning of August. How are my giveaway winners doing? What the fuck am I listening to, bro? Nice, Noah. Yo, how you guys... One second, did he say my name? Yeah, does the Discord have EDU stuff explaining my strategies? Yes. The value in the group is not my alerts. I mean, we were gonna fucking win anyway, but the value is in the education, okay? Like, go down here, study hall, right? Chart review. Get to work in here, okay? Study, converse with one another. Look at, Maple Study, right? These are charts. I still trade the same way. Look, if you bought red, sell green, motherfucker. Look at that. Look at so many charts you can study to understand. Homework. Go back and review how some of these traders answered the homework. I need to get another post out, right? Go to my tweets right here. Older tweets, but still very, relatable and still what I'm using today. You also get access to the EDU Google Drive, okay? This has over 400 hours of educational content showcasing my strategies, how to trade them, when you should trade them, what you shouldn't be doing. Holy fuck, bro. We're up fat. Right? Look. Oh, look. You want to learn CBC? You want to learn about 30 orb? You want to learn how to buy fear, sell greed? Right? Buying red, selling green. 2-minute CBC, 2-minute EMAs, right? I mean, there's so many videos here. How to trade, VWAP, pivot points. Everything that I use that I've been trading for years now is still relevant to today. Dude, we're jumping here. Oh, shit! We paid today, man. 200% gain. 200% gain on the Hero Zeros. Sorry, Eva. Fuck, bro. From 21 cents. I threw a fucking half-court shot. Double-handed over my head, bro. Beautiful. For the listeners, guys, I tell you this all the time. Pull up a 2-minute chart. Have a 9 and 20 EMA on there. Okay, 9 EMA is green, 20 EMA is red. Look at the opportunities SPY, NQ gave you today. Okay, if you try to short this because you thought, hey, it's pushed up too high, it's got to come down, you're predicting the market rather than reacting to it. What's stopping you from buying red candles all morning? Right? Your lack of confidence in your system. Review this, please. There's the Billy, 24K. Yo, nice work, Willie. All right. 75-point gain here on NQ. Manage this. Set a trailing stop loss, maybe 15, 20 points beneath it if you really want to hug price action here. All right, 75-point gain NQ all out. $1,500 bill passed out again. You got to take him. There's so many times where I'm like, oh, I hit 75 points or 50 points, and then I get stopped out for 20, right? Like, that's stupid. T Wright says, Stacks, I'm convinced, bro, you know your shit. I've been here for 1 week and you've killed it about every day. Thanks for the live stream. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, right? I do this every day. If I'm not on stream, I'm still studying, man. This was my ticket out. Ticket out of the Matrix, dude. What the fuck else was I gonna do? Right? Go sell cars under a bitch-ass sales manager and stupid finance manager, right? That's not in my cards, bro. That's not what I'm destined to do. We're here for greatness. Dude, exactly, GC Genetics, right? Imagine I quit. Imagine I was like, you know, fucking a couple years into it, and I FOMO the Kodak trade from COVID, at $50, and then got obliterated, and then just said, that's it, man. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm out of here. Imagine, right? Biggest fumble ever. Haram says, any tips on the risk reward on the 25K account if I get stopped out at like 200 because of entry on 1NQ with a $1,500 limit? Don't want to push the risk too much. I would, just like Holy says, I recommend using the micros. Meaning, and I would trade about 5 micros or less. That's half of a mini, and just slowly build confidence, right? Your goal in the market is to not get filthy rich by nailing tops and bottoms. Your goal in the market is to be as consistent as possible to your strategy. And then some traders don't even have one, so that's why they lose. But what stopped any of you today? I mean, I've got to be annoying at this point. I've got to be super fucking annoying at this point. 2 minute EMAs cross, retest, 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 right? 4 fucking chances. 4. Okay? And if you didn't jump on one of them, you have some studying to do. There's nothing wrong if you missed out on it, right? That gives you something to work towards. But you have to know your strategy inside and out. When you're going to win and what it looks like when you're losing. Yeah, I think Param, honestly, you probably have a better time with MES. I know that we trade a lot of NQ. But I really like ES's structure. You know, I mean, like, look at that. It's the same as today on NQ, but CBC flip bullish, red candle pullback basing off of the previous day level, right? And they get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red candles there that you could have bought off the 10 minute. All right, what am I listening to now? Yo, actually, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Perfect exit there. Right at the bill breaker. 24K, and look at that. 37-point rejection. Know where you're going to enter, know where you're going to stop out. Just died, bro. Apple. All right, trailing stop loss hit there and profit on the Hero Zero. Great day. Oh, excuse me. Sleepy. They're retesting the PPI open there, 956. Any other trades? I guess Tesla was really nice. CBC flip, red candle pullback, brought you like 336 to 340, 10-minute 200. Pretty good. 3 to 4 delta. Excuse me. Oh man, tired. I mean, we've done our job today. 2 75 pointers. One of them went 100 points, but I got stopped trailing 75. 100% gain there on the Spy Hero Zeros. And then I had 2 losses in pre-market, which, you know, that was my standard risk. So pretty happy with today's price action, today's trading. I don't feel the need to push it. I do have a Boosie fade to go get in a little while, so free haircuts, man. Gotta love it. You know, man, I try to put my barber on too, man. I said, bro, this is when we were at extreme fear and, you know, fear on the fear and greed index. I said, bro, you need to be buying like VU, Qs, Nvidia, you know, all this shit. I don't think he did it, man. Honestly, like, I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way? Like, talk, like, it's kind of like blood in, blood out, bro. It's like, I kind of hate talking about the market to people that have, like, no idea about the market. Like, not on the internet or anything like that, but just, like, in public, you know, because they'll be like, oh, what do you do? I need to just lie. I need to just be like, I don't know, bro. What should I say I do? Because I hate talking in the market about people that have no clue about it. Because then you just gotta explain all this shit. And it just opens up, like, I gotta pick and choose my battles. Yeah, I'll just say, I don't know, dude. I'll just say I'm a dog walker. Fuck it. Yeah, dude, I don't know, dude. Fuck it, dude. I just, and it's not being rude to people that don't know anything about the market, but it's just like, you know, I don't like the conversation to be about me and my all, you know, and then they get like super glazed, you know, glazed eye. I'm like, oh man, I could do that. You can, but this is blood in, blood out, bro. It's either you're in or you're not, right? Like, you have to commit yourself to this, which is something super hard for the average person to do because they have commitment issues. Yeah, bro. I just say I was one of my old jobs, bro. I detail cars, man. I detail cars, bro. I'll put the stripes in your floor mat and shit. All right. Like, I was talking to my neighbor across the street. She's a little crazy, bro. She got like, one of her chickens got out, and I had to go put it back. She wasn't there, bro. She got like 50 chickens in her backyard, man. I said, girl, you need to chill, man. Okay, what are you a fucking bird fan? You an avian fanatic? What's, you know, five wasn't enough? I don't know, but she was like, oh, you know, what do you do? I'm real estate, and I was like, oh, you know, I day trade the stock market. And then her eyes lit up. She was like, I pay for some course out there. They're telling me all this stuff about coaching her and yada yada. And I said, fuck, dude. I don't know. What am I gonna say? I'm the greatest trader you're ever gonna encounter. Am I supposed to tell her that? No, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Exactly, Jimmy. You know, exactly. Dude, could you imagine 50 chickens? Like, what are you gonna do with all the eggs? A gigolo. Jimmy, make it make sense, brother. You said no guns, but prostitution's okay. What world are we living in? Dude, that's what I'm saying. So GC Genetics says anytime he talks about trading, people say he's being scammed, right? They say they're being scammed, and then they bring in donuts for their workplace, right? They sit at a cubicle all day, you know. They go home at 5. They get home at 5:30, and then you shower, you eat dinner, you watch like TV for an hour, and then you go to bed, right? And then you do this shit all over again. You go back to work, and they say we're being scammed by the market. Blows my mind. I'm joking, Jimmy. I don't know. I don't really like anything here unless it's like a lower time frame EMA interaction. But again, like I think I might be done. We'll see. Dude, you know, I used to be super against gambling, right? This shit's fun for only if you're winning for a little while. But it's a weird feeling when the polarity of the emotions experienced while trading is insane. Out of my league. The right guy, oh, you are more than just a dream. Oh, no flocking? Bro, don't tell me that. Lose my hair? I better not. No one's bald in my family, but there's nothing wrong with being bald either. I just, for me, my facial structure, my height, it's not gonna be good for me, bro. Like, yeah, I got money, but you know, if I'm short and bald, like, what the fuck? You know, there's some handsome bald people out there. All right, look at Flex and Joe. Dude's like fucking like Hulk, bro. You could be bald. That's okay, but me, I can't. I can't, man. I look like fucking. You know what I look like? What's his name? What's the dude that always dies in Dragon Ball who's short? What's his name? Krillin, bro. Krillin. I be fucking Krillin, man. Look at me. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that shit. Damn. Dude, that's what I'm saying, Jimmy. The first sign. The first sign, bro. I'm on a flight to Turkey. We going to Turkey. Don't ask any questions. You know I got it done. If my shit comes back luscious. Dude, who did Krillin marry? Oh, Android 18. Oh, bro. Krillin got hair? When did Krillin get hair, man? Holy shit. There's hope. Krillin went to Turkey. Krillin got on a fucking flight to Turkey, bro. Damn, this was a good short. Oh, Michael? Isaac. Where did you go, Jimmy? Did you go to Turkey? Dude, our hair transplant, like, that's like a BBL for men, right? No shame, dude. It's okay. Dude, leg lengthening, they can do that? Bro, get my knees done. Holy shit. They try to grab, dude. That's fucking hilarious. They try to grab onto his head, but he got no hair, and they just slip off. Holy shit, that's fucking funny, dude. Dana said Jimmy, or no, fucking Weezer fan said Jimmy got the language. You know he did it right. Oh my god, dude. I'm dying this morning. Exactly, Charles. Great short, guys. Oh yeah, I haven't hit any. I mean, I got the luxury of sitting on hands, but I really want a lower time frame EMA pullback. But green candles have been great shorts, though. Congrats. Dude, what album is this? Escape? Is this a real album? Is that a real, like, oh, so they released it after he died. Like them hoes. Dude, I fuck with Jimmy low key, dude. Look at this guy. He cracks me up. What is going on in the chat? Plug them holes, Jimmy says. Dude, you know, honestly, I love the chat, man. Vibe attracts your tribe. Well, I'm weird as fuck. Y'all are weird too if you're here. It's okay. Yo, Jimmy a freak. Jimmy a freak. Freaky deaky, bro. Oh my god, man. 10-minute EMAs here. I kind of like this short, but I'm concerned of the EMA cross and retest. And it's orb. Really, now that I look at it, I don't think we see shorts play out unless you close, you know, back under the orb high. Like right here, bro. Or you short the 2-minute EMAs. I do need to get out of here, though. Oh, tomorrow? Oh, shoot. Dang, that's like a do not trade day for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's that degenerate. That degenerate is like leaking out, dude. It's like, hey, just trade it. It's like the Green Goblin mask, you know. Well, this is how I'm feeling, right? The mask is calling me for to come and trade tomorrow. I'm short NQ, 10-minute CBC risk. I'm just concerned of the 10-minute EMAs here, so you know the deal. Don't shadow this. We want to go lower. We have to clear this 10-minute 20 London orb high as well, 928. I think VWAP's a great de-risk target, potentially down to the bill breaker at 23,900. If they can maintain CVC in 2-minute EMAs. Gotta feel that beat. We can ride. 15-point gain NQ, covered half. A little scalp de-risk. With you. 'Gotta feel that heat. We gonna ride together. Mm-hmm. 20 points here. Let's get that WAP. Make sure you scale and trail, guys. There it is, VWAP break. 25 points there. GG. Look at, and like guys, again, I hope I'm not being annoying, but 2-minute EMA cross, retest. You see the rejection off the 2-minute EMA retest. You take the short, risk above the 2-minute EMAs. Talk with you. Oh, for sure, man. It's just it's about consistency. We're confident in what we're doing consistently every day. Nothing's gonna change. If I look back at streams from 4 or 5 years ago, it's the same shit, bro. It blows my mind. It's like you don't have to have like you know shiny object syndrome where you're going to the next strategy to the next strategy. A lot of traders started off with 9 and 20 EMA and VWAP. That's all you need in most cases. Now, every strategy does work, but not every strategy is going to work for you. Am I good now? Am I cutting out now? I think it's when I talk to the space. The mic has a problem like splitting or something. Dude, every time I say shiny object syndrome, I think of shiny object syndrome. Because at first, when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is his name? You know, like years ago. And then it all made sense. If you're starting out, what strategy would you recommend to start with? Right here, 9 and 20 EMA. You can, I mean, on ES, I prefer a 2 minute. NQ, I prefer a 3 minute. But, look at this, bro. Dude, Michael's so fire, dude. Look, bounce, bounce. This is where you want your entries, right? And you could take it here and it lose, but know what happened, right? We broke over the pre-market high, pivot high. Like, that's a scaling trigger. Trailing stop losses are being hit now. But if you see the CBC flip short here at or on ES, excuse me, at 11 a.m., you can see 2-minute EMAs cross, retest. You want to short that 2-minute 20, right? Risking 5 points above the 2-minute 20. The fuck? 5 points above the 2-minute 20s right here. Damn it. Sorry, guys. What is it? 85, so let's just say 89. Right? That's your risk. Risk is never hit. And look at that. Now you're up 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. You know, you risk 5, you're making 7.5. You're making 10 now. You're fucking rich. Bill breaker, baby. 45-point gain NQ. Manage your trade. $900 bill. Printed again. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. We're up fat today. Holy shit. Alright, what did I say this morning? PPI sold off lower volume. Typically after the market opens, you see those sellers cover with a trailing stop and buyers adding into the pressure so that they can short again at the PPI open, which was 488 on ES. You hit 488, they give you a fake out breakout. Now you're seeing those sellers step in with strength. Higher volume here as well. 60 points NQ, 1200 bucks. House of fucking stacks. I was gonna go. Who hit the short? Type an S in the chat. Let's see it. Who hit the short? Type that fucking S. Hey. What a how could it get any better? Haircut day. We're making money in the market. I'm listening to Michael Jackson. Fuck, bro. Nice SW. Beautiful, guys. The YouTube stream's getting fed. Beautiful. Wolf Trading YouTube stream. How are you guys doing? Throw some ones in the chat if you're green, guys. Twos red, 0, no trades break even. Let's see it. Show me, show me, show me. Paid. Um, 50-point trailing stop loss hit, $1,000 bill, all out. Taking my money. All right, guys, that's haircut time for me. All right, guys, we have done an amazing job today. You guys know the deal. CPI, that's our day. PPI, that's House of Stacks' day. FOMC, House of Stacks' day, right? OPEX, I don't know. I could end the week off right. Tomorrow. Do we trade it or not? We trade OPEX, yes or no? I'll let you guys decide. Yes or no? Type a yes or no in the chat. Robbie. Robbie knows me, bro. You're right. I should do light size. Maybe it would be sick doing like a 10 micro max day. But guys, you know, we hit those 2 losses. I just needed something to wake me up. You know what I mean? Something to perk me up a little bit. Take 2 tags, you lose, you know, lose $1,000. You're gonna feel it, right? Light a fire under your ass, and then what? Banger after banger after banger today. Yeah, dude, exactly. Like you got like, you know, that's the thing with trading. People want to come into the market and not take losses, but bro, do you think boxers go into the ring thinking that they're not going to get rocked in the face? Right? You got to take your hits, man. Take your hits and don't forget. Play's not over till that whistle. You didn't hear no bell, keep going. But that's it for me today, guys. I'm going to end here on a high note, right? Confidence is up. Money's up. Accounts are up. We're going to dominate price action again tomorrow. So, until next time, you guys please enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Don't forget, okay, I've partnered with the best prop firm in the business. You want to trade with them, make money just like I do with very low risk. Go check out Take Profit Trader, okay? Here's the link in the chat. 40% off of all accounts, as well as no funded fee when you pass. Their promo is the best right now because when you take a payout on the account, they refund you your initial eval fee. So, meaning you have the potential to trade your funded account for free. Now, of course, if you're taking a payout, technically it's free as well, but who's complaining about another $100, $200 being refunded to you? I don't think anyone's going to gripe about that. So, there's a link in the chat. Here, I'll get it for the Wolf Space as well. Okay, but you guys, please enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Do not overtrade. Don't force trades. You made money with me. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Get out of here. Go do something else. Be happy. You know, I think like the average adult is very unhappy. You make money this morning, shit, you could buy happiness for a couple hours at least, you know? But what you could do is overtrade, piss away all your gains, and then you know, take jabs at your confidence. Go into tilt, make matters worse, twisting the knife. Don't do that, all right? So, until next time, I'll catch you all tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. It is OPEC, so I'll be a bit more safe tomorrow. Maybe lighter size, less trades. But you guys go get something good to eat. Stay hydrated, stay focused. Make sure you're studying as well. And I'll catch y'all later. Love ya. Bye. Yo, peace out, Jimmy. Much love, brother.